Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be
along
as
the
bright
tower
as
has
the
been
sun.
missing in Savannah.
And as you come around, and it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh, I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Where is Cody?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Come on in. Make sure you guys share the live, I think we're getting some of our stuff back. So I know it's a little bit thin, but I mean, you know, this is what happens when the mice away, the cat will play, or the cat will play when the mice away. I don't know. But I want to say thank you for everybody showing on up, running a little late, but I got some information to share with you guys. So make sure you share the live right now. Go ahead and share. So I'm going to tell you guys what's been going on, why I'm a little late. It's never enough time when we're starting at 3:00 to get here exactly at 3. So don't get angry with me. Like, I don't like to be late, but you guys understand that we're still working on a couple of cases. I want to share with you. We've got some contacts of some of the cases going on. You guys are going to be surprised about what I'm going to tell you today. So share the live. But this is what it's all about. It's about staying in control of what's going on. Some people's going to run and go somewhere else or play or whatever, because they're like, we're not understanding why you're doing things like this. Well, I got to do it like this because I got to take care of my home, my kids, my family, just like you guys got to do it too. YouTube don't pay my bills. So I got to go get it. And when I got to go get it, that means everything else is we still got to do what we got to do, but I still got to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever want to be in a situation where I have to do something I can't do. You know what I'm saying? When I want to do something, that's when I want to do it. I don't want to ask nobody for permission. What do you think? how everybody else is doing something. We do it the way that we need to do it without no stress. We ain't got to worry about somebody want to take the channel. You know what I'm saying? We got another channel. We got another channel. We got another channel. We got another channel. You want to run, go run. Some people get mad about what I'm saying, but you know what? I want to keep it real with you guys 100% all the time. Yes, right now, Diesel is a priority to me, and we got to get him settled in with what's going on with him. So that is our search and rescue dog, and that's what we got to do. If you want something good and something that's going to be great in the time, you got to stay on it. Some people fade away and then they be like, I was with you from day one, girl. I remember this. But was you with us the whole entire time when things was getting bad, when we didn't have support, when we didn't have people or whatever? You want to come when everything's good and gravy, everybody, we in the news and all this other stuff. That's when you want to come around. But you know what? Nevertheless, we're going to support Warriors for Children, and that's what we're for. That's what we're all about. Crystal said, we understand. SP, you have a life as well. I do. Just thank you, Graham, for showing on up and showing the support. Now, I know for some reason, I don't know why right now we're like sitting in pause again. This is happening every time when I come live. It's happening. But hold on. I hope you guys can hear me. See, I can't even show you the video. I got a video to share with you guys, and I can't even share it right now. And I'm so angry. So anyway, can you guys hear me? Because at least if you can hear me, I don't know why the YouTube is doing all of that. I don't get it. I don't understand. They're tearing up our channel. Y'all can still hear? Okay, let me tell you. I got a video I want to share with you guys. And I'm sorry I can't share it because if we're stuck right here, that means the video will be stuck too. Matter of fact, it probably won't even move. And it won't. It won't. Let me see something.
Lonnie Simon is named the prime suspect in this case. So why haven't police?
Okay. I'll tell you what I wanted to share with you guys. I don't even know why I even come on this thing anymore and do it over here anyway. I don't even know why. Because I knew it was going to do this. That's why I was showing all the intros to see if it was going to work. I should have just showed the intro as I came on. Oh, it just drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. I can't even see you guys' comments now. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to share with you. And I guarantee you, hopefully my daughter will come over here tomorrow or something, and we're going to hook up another internet. I don't know why my internet's doing all this crazy stuff. I got fast speed internet. It shouldn't be doing like none of this. I can't even see what you guys are saying. I can't even see. Hold on. This is people don't like this. I don't like it myself. But we done tried 2 or 3 things. We done turned the thing off. We done started it all over. All kind of stuff. And it just it's just doing what it wants to do. Okay. So I got you on another screen. Anyway, I got a video I wanted to share with you. First of all, let me tell you, let me share with you guys some things until we're going to have technical difficulties. I guess I'm just going to break down and get a whole nother laptop. I thought we had it all taken care of, and evidently we don't. She said, SP is working on YouTube. Start it again. It's not working because it's just not. It's not. Yeah, you guys just come on in. Just come. If you can hear me, I'll tell you. We'll just have to share the video down the road or whatever. I wanted to share this video with you. We're talking about Tyree Nichols, the case on Tyree Nichols, you guys, we're just gonna have to I wanted to share the video. I don't care if you guys see me or not. You guys don't even have to look at me, but this is unbelievable that it freezes like this every time when I come on. I can go do everything else in the world. Oh, Lord. The whole thing just went black. The whole screen just went black. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let me see. Can you guys still hear me? Put a 1 in the chat because my whole screen is black. My whole screen is black. I kid you not. I'm looking at a black screen. Okay, I'm just going to share with you guys because I can see that you guys can hear me because everybody's putting a 1 in the chat. So let me tell you what happened. So, we got family members everywhere across the world. We actually do. You guys say, yeah, SP, you say that. But every time when there's a case come up, we've got 2 or 3 people that's reaching out or whatever. Okay. So Brown Sugar is the one that has been getting our contacts and making sure that even though that I'm busy, I have taught her everything. I tell her to be calm, be cool, reach out, offer condolences, the things that we are all about. We're about trying to get as much exposures to what's going on with our children, not just Black children, white children, pink children, yellow children, brown children, any child, anything that happens to a child, we want to know about it. Things of that nature. So, lately, Brown Sugar's been making the phone calls for us and, making sure she's getting in there. And I just want to give her all the respect and thank you in the world because, she listens and she gets in there and she gets the job done. She opens the door for us so we can get in there and figure out what's going on. Now, we're going to talk about Tyree Nichols' case. I want to give the updates on what's going on with the California City Boys first, you guys, because you guys do know that we just don't have a case and we just leave it and that settles that. We don't do that. What we do, we follow the cases, not because they're the number one case in the world. Everybody's looking at it. We stay on those cases. If there's any information, we share with you. I'm trying to get more information on the Cody Bigsby case right now because they had to go back to court, and I think it was on the 27th, which would have been Friday. I haven't heard back yet from Nancy. She's the one that's working on that case. But on the California City Boys, they're gonna start trial March the 1st. I don't know what happened. I can tell you, I had got phone calls after phone calls about how Trezell and Jackie or Jacqueline, whatever you want to call it, was sitting in court, sitting across each other, smiling and giggling and laughing like they were there for I don't know, just because everybody wanted to see them. But they were sitting in court laughing and smiling, talking to each other. And I don't know how sick that makes you, but it makes me sick. I'm going to just be honest with you. It makes me sicker than sick that if someone even shared that with me. Okay, I guess my screen is trying to show back up a little bit. I guess, whatever. Okay, I don't even care. I'm to the point I just don't even care. We'll work on it as we work on it. And I'll try to share the video. But anyway, so that's what's going on with the Classic and Sincere case, the California City Boys down there in California. Okay. They needed more time to look at more discovery material. Okay. So, okay, look at some more discovery material. Yeah, it made a lot of people angry. I didn't get to see it. I don't get to see a lot of stuff, but the people that comes back and share with me what's going on, they sharing it with me because they know that we literally care about these kids. We just don't just talk about it because it's something to talk about, because usually when we're talking about something, it's not something good. You know what I'm saying? It's a child missing, a child being abused, a child being taken out some kind of way, whatever. There's some wrong stuff going on. And I want you guys to understand something. You may think that, there's nothing you can do, but the thing about it is having awareness of what's going on, telling your kids, telling your grandkids how to behave, how to respond, how to act is always a part of what we're doing here, how you should conduct yourself with your children and your grandchildren. And I tell you guys all the time, I'm not going to tell you something I don't tell my own kids. I tell my own kids, call me when you make it to work. Call me when you get home. Call me if something happened. My kids at school, my grandkids' school won't even call me because they know when I come, we're going to have some problems. You just can't tell me anything about my kid or my grandkid. And they sitting there because I went that way before. Now what I do, I get on my kid's side and I say, now tell me what you talk to me, you tell me. And then after my kids or my grandkids tell me their part, then I let them tell me what they want to tell me. Because normally what happens is the kids now, the adults are not listening to the children. And so when things is happening, the kids are scared to come to the adults and tell them if somebody's touching them, somebody bullying them. They're scared to go to school because of this. And all this stuff is going on all the time, all over the place. Now you saying, okay, SP, what do this got to do with Tyree? Okay, so we're talking about Tyree. What happened? It was supposed to be, he was coming home for somewhere. I don't know, you guys. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, I've heard so many stories. I don't even want to get it wrong. I'm just going to say he was driving. Okay, we're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it 100. And we're going to talk about it a little bit. I'm not going to talk all by myself. I'm just not going to do that. So check this out. So, this young man on January the 7th was driving. They said allegedly he was reckless driving. They have not found no information whatsoever. No video cam, no sky cam, nobody's camera caught him driving recklessly. But he was stopped by the police down there in Memphis, Tennessee, you guys. Down there in Memphis, okay? There's a group called the Scorpion Group. It's supposed to be some kind of special protection against, for peace and for the community and stuff. But this Scorpion Group down there in Tennessee stopped Tyree. He had here's the thing. Let me first tell you why I'm so excited. Because Brown Sugar reached out to Tyree's mom and father and spoke to them and let them know that we wanted to talk to them. We wanted to know what's going on. Is there anything we can do? And then she opened up the door for us like she does all the time. And so then I was able to call this morning, and I didn't get no one to answer the phone. Excuse me, I still got a cold going on. And I know you guys see me on Precocious, but you two can't see me. So anyway, I got to spit the stuff out, and I'm so sorry, but I just can't swallow it. So anyway, so we were on Precocious this morning because we just got our channel back on Precocious. And so we were on there and we were just chit-chatting and talking and and next thing I know, guess what? Tyree's father calls. and he spoke with me. He spoke with me for about a good 5, 6, 10 minutes. I got to ask him questions. I got to ask him some things that I have been hearing, and he spoke to me, and we had really good conversation. First of all, I'm not going to ever show you guys the video of the abuse, of the beating that was happening to Tyrese. I'm not going to show you that. I promised the family I'm not going to show that over here. If you want to see it, you're going to have to see it somewhere else. We're not going to show that. I was going to show you a video of Tyree in his living. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I was going to show you. I got a whole video of this young man and the things that he liked. He liked to skateboard. You know, he's got a child. Just looking at sunsets and things of that nature. I got it all together, and then now I can't even show it to you. But I wanted to show it to you guys. But I mean, it's okay. You know, it's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna worry about it. Hey, Pretty K, how you doing? Anyway, I didn't watch the whole horrendous video myself. I seen snippets of it from the news. And you know, the news that comes on at 7, 8 o'clock here in my town, they're not going to show all of that. They're just, I can get it. I actually can get more than what I want if I wanted to see it. I'm going to tell you right now, when I was told this, you guys, that the young gentleman, Tyree, his shoulder bone was broke. His neck was broke. His spine was broke. His frontal lobe was broke. His nose was broke. His kidneys had failed. He had had a heart attack. I don't want to see somebody beat. I seen a kick, you guys. That's all I seen. I seen somebody run up like they was going to kick at football. I seen that, and that was it. I couldn't watch no more. And I think that was somebody's snip of the video. You guys, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the person kind of ran up like they were in a on the football team, and they kicked him, and it was terrible. It was crazy. But anyway, let me share with you of our conversation, and I'm hoping that we're going to give respect, because I know some of the alleged stories that's going on. We'll talk a little bit of that, but I'm going to let you guys know right now. Don't go around saying SP said this and this is what it is, because I'll just let you know right now, you're going to hear some stuff. I heard some stuff. I had, when you hear something and you don't believe it, or you want to know the truth, what do? You ask questions. First of all, first question I asked Mr. Rodney, because that's his father's name. I asked him, the first question was, did he know that there was white police officers too, and why was they not arrested or charged or taken off the force? Why is it just 5 black officers? Because it's more. It's way more than just 5 people, you guys. You're looking at 20, 30 people should lose their jobs right now. I'm just being honest with you. I hate to say it, because people be like, we don't want them to lose their jobs. Yes, we do. Because if you allow stuff like this to happen and you sit back and you watch it, you're part of the problem. That's why. Because see, when people do stuff like this and you don't turn them in and you don't say something, that means sometimes when you don't say something, that tells you that you approve of it. You're okay with it. It's okay. It didn't make you sick. You didn't go to your superior and say, hey, I seen Bob strangle such and such. You got to say something. And we had a long conversation this morning about why people don't say something. It ain't just black folks. I mean, it's the human race right now that we're talking about. I'm just keeping it real with you, because here's the thing. So one person came to me and they said, SP, the reason, because I wanted to know why. I wanted to know what made someone so angry, or these officers so angry with this young lad. What made them target him? Because it seems to me he was targeted some kind of shape, form, or fashion. Was it or was it not? So the first thing I asked was, there was other police officers, there were Caucasian officers out there too. Okay, you're gonna see other people get fired and get reprimanded and lose their jobs. You know what the sad thing about it? Police get really good pensions. They get really good pensions for being on the force for a certain limited time. They get really good pensions, and there is a thing about being a part of a team. I'm a part of a team too. Just like when you're a nurse, you're a part of a team. When you're part of police, you're part of a team. When you know you're just a part of a team. You don't want to see people get in trouble, but you know, this one police officer said he tased Tyree. He tased him, and he made sure that they knew that he tased him. He was like, "Did y'all hear me on the thing that I tased him?" And I hope, he says, I hope they stump his ass. That's what he said. I kid you not. I would not lie to you. This is what the Caucasian officer says. I hope they stump his ass. So when he told him that, they just took off like, oh yeah, we better, because, Bob over here tased him. And here's the thing. Like I said, there was no reason in the world to stop this young man. He had a signal light on. He was at a stoplight. He had a signal light on. The father told me, where's the recklessness if he's got a signal light on to turn, and then they just come up and he's like, what did I do? And they just start pulling him out the car. Okay? They start pulling him out the car and tasing him. What are you supposed to do? You don't know. You asking, what did I do? He's asking, what did I do? What did I do? Nobody's telling him what did he do. Yeah, the guy's name is Preston Hamfield. That's the other police officer's name. You guys can put his name in the chat. His name is Preston Prentice. Let me remember what his name is. I think it's Preston Hamfield. Let me remember. I'm so excited. And I mean, if you would have stopped me, I would have ran. I mean, you stopped me and you start pulling me out the car. So now that's when the kidnap charge get, because now you're kidnapping somebody. You're taking them out of their place of where they want to be to a place you're making them be. So the first cop was an African-American guy. Yeah, he came to the car. But the other cop was a white cop that tased him. Okay, and here's the other thing. Preston, thank you, Lisa Calhoun. Preston. His name is Preston. And Preston was like, I hope they stump him. So this tells me that they've been knowing what these officers called Scorpions been doing. They've been doing this. They've been giving them the go ahead to go do stuff like this. When they get angry with someone, they just basically, okay, you guys, you're supposed to be the bad boys. You're supposed to be the ones that's going to make everything People, you got people in your town scared of you. Okay, so I asked the question because someone came to me and said Demetrius, that's one of the officers. I think what's his last name? Demetrius Haley. Anyway, someone's calling me. This is SP. Hello.
Hey, SP. Did you? I mean, I'm just now getting in from work and tuning into you. Did you hear about all the rumors that's been going on
What's that?
about they had a where one of the officers had a vendetta against him anyway because he's supposed to been dating his ex-wife or something like that?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, I mean that definitely was more personal than anything else.
Well,
Like,
well, well, now that you brought that up, I was not going to bring that up, but I'm going to tell you, I asked the father about that. Okay, so what did you hear?
what I heard was one of the cops, I think his last name started with H or something like that.
Yeah.
His ex-wife works at FedEx, and when Tyree started working at FedEx, I guess he started talking to allegedly he started talking to the guy's ex-wife, and I guess the cop allegedly didn't like that or whatever, and he had it out for him anyway. This is all alleged,
Yeah, it's alleged. I talked to the father today and I asked him about that.
And it was also alleged that, right after the assault, that same officer went over to him, took a picture of him, and sent it to that ex-wife.
Exactly.
And the ex-wife is the one that, started the ball rolling with everything that's going on now, with everything being investigated.
Right. I heard that. But
Yeah,
I heard that, and I also asked the father about that.
Well, what the father say?
Well, the father said that's not true.
Oh, okay.
The father said that's not true. He said, because first of all, his son was raised in California. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So his mentality is more like a Californian type of a kid, it's not like a Southern mentality. His mentality is more like skateboard. He's raised around a lot of Caucasian people. That's why he likes skateboarding. He dates those type of females, and that's what he likes, and that's what he does. And they all work at the same place. FedEx. The father works at FedEx also. But he says, no, that's not true. And so he doesn't date he doesn't, like he's used to dating more of a California females, Caucasian females than black females. And all that works at FedEx is all black females. So he says that's so far from the truth because he just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And I understood that because I had the same thing going on with my son for a long time, that he only dated certain women because that's the only ones that understood him, that he worked a job. He wasn't gonna be no gangster and drug dealer. That's why they knew for a fact that there was no drinking, there was no drugs, because he liked to skateboarding and stuff like that.
I'm telling you, when I seen that video, I had to keep clicking off because, I was just I was infuriated.
Yeah, and I think
it was making me sick to my stomach, especially seeing that sky cam view. I was literally sick to my stomach. turning off and
I didn't see it all. And I hear the mom, she's not gonna see it all.
no, she don't need to see it. She do not need to see it. No, Lord, she don't need to see it.
No, him being, you know, he's the father, and he's being very protective of his wife right now. And she doesn't need it. She probably don't never need to really see
I'm
it.
kind of, you know, traumatized that I've seen it, you know, and I'm not even related to them. Like, no, she does not need to see it. No.
Right. So I heard the same thing you heard, you know, about the picture, and he took the picture of him after they had beat him and sent it to his baby's mama and stuff. And I asked, like I said, when you want to ask, you know, you want the truth, just go to the source and just ask the question. And the father said, no, that is not so. That is nowhere near the truth.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now that room has been cleared up, because that's all over social media. I've seen that on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere.
Right. Right. You know, a lot of people, they make up stuff because they can get more views, and it hurts.
And more engagement on their platform.
Yeah, and they get people all frustrated because only thing I wanted to know, right, you know, because I can't understand one thing, and I know I was going to sound like a broken record, but I wanted to know what made these officers so angry with this young man. If he just,
If that's not the case, then I am. But you know what? Let me give you this tip, because like I said, I'm just coming in like maybe, you know, when I started speaking to everybody in the chat. Let me give everybody this tidbit. That chief of police was ran up out of Atlanta because she started that red unit. It's similar to that Scorpion unit that she started in Memphis. She had the red unit in Atlanta that operated the same way that this Scorpion unit operated. They ended up killing. I'm sorry, I don't want to use that word. They ended up unaliving a 90-something-year-old woman by busting in her house, and it was the wrong house or whatever. That in itself didn't, you know, get her up out of there. What got her up out of there is she was trying to cover up the wrongdoings of a fellow officer who was SAing a minor. That's what ran her up out of Atlanta. And then she got put on as chief in Memphis.
well,
And
she,
started her antics all over again in Memphis. They need to get her up out of Memphis.
wow, really?
Google her name. Google that chief's name, and all that's gonna come up.
Okay. Oh, you just shared something with me. I thought I thought at first I heard that they was not going to disassemble the Scorpion unit.
That was disbanded last night sometime, yesterday or last night sometime.
And then that's the first thing they did was like, okay, we're gonna just discontinue in this Scorpion unit. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. She did that same mess down in Atlanta.
Really?
That in itself, you know, that unaliving of that 90-some-year-old woman, you know, of course, you know, they settled with the city or whatever, got awarded, you know, money or whatever. That didn't run her up out of there. What ran her up out of there was the cover-up of the wrongdoings of another officer involving the SA of a minor.
Wow.
She has a very checkered past, and you would think, okay, I'm going to a whole new state, whole new city, let me clean up my act, but no, she didn't clean up her act.
So they started this Scorpion unit in 2021.
Right.
It haven't been around that long.
But she had some unit called the Red something. It was Red something in Atlanta. And they operated the same exact way, like a bunch of thugs, gang members.
Right. Well, we'll see. You know, Ben Crump is saying that, you know, since they have not only fired these 5 police officers and then they arrested them, but they have charged them also.
Yeah, but they didn't charge that Caucasian one. They just fired him yesterday or today or whatever.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot more getting charged and fired too, because you got to.
I think they said that 2 of them EMTs or whatever was let go, but they haven't been brought up on charges. They need to be brought up on their election of duty.
Yeah, they need to leave. They need to let them go. Get fire them. Get somebody in there. I'd rather get somebody in there.
I mean, can't they get charged with patient abandonment because they didn't do anything to help them?
Yeah, because what did they put in their report? Their report is going to be full of lies. And when you lie on a report like that, that's falsifying legal documents. That's what that's legal documentation. When you make a report, anytime that they put their name and say, well, you know, we gave them an aspirin. Okay, we gave them, you know, we
Absolutely nothing. The boy was just limp, like couldn't even hold himself up, and they just let him sit there for all 20 some odd minutes.
right.
It's ridiculous.
But you know what though? You know, I know the mom is really hurt and she don't want to see nobody else hurt. She don't want to see nobody else hurt. And so I can feel for her that, let me see here, that she, hold on, that she don't want to see nobody else hurt. But do we? Oh my goodness, I don't see a thing for my, well, maybe I can plug it into my computer here. Maybe I could plug this into my computer because something's not working. Hold on. One. Maybe. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Whew.
I'm just like, something more needs to be done. Like, this is, and the thing that burns me up the most, it's bad enough when the Caucasians do us like that. But it's even worse when we do us, we do our own like that. Like, that's the thing that's really getting to me. Like, that is just crazy.
It is. It's very crazy. I said the same thing. I can't understand.
The Caucasian police doing us like that.
Oh, but here's the thing. I've got stopped several times, and when I got stopped by a Caucasian officer, you know, you do what you taught, and give them your license and your registration and your insurance or whatever, and they write you a ticket or they give you a warning or whatever. Most of the time, they give you a warning and say, hey, you know, but every time when a black cop stopped me, he done threw my stuff on the ground. He done cussed me out. He done called me names. Right in front of my kids. He showed his tail, and I'm like, oh my God. I just cringe.
Like in my area, the couple of towns that's right near me, I happen to have people in the police force. So, most of the cops, well, especially the African American ones, most of them know me. So, I don't really have problems with them. And some of the Caucasian ones know me too, but for the most part, most of the African American ones know me or whatever, because they work with my family.
Right.
But I don't really have too many problems with them.
But do you know when the situation happened with George Floyd and they put their knee on the neck, there was laws and stuff that was supposed to be implemented into this new thing now, And you know, just like when police, you know, get found guilty or get found guilty of doing something, they don't go to a special jail for police. They're supposed to go to a jail just like everybody else go to the jail. And do you know that those things are they were just wrote? They're not no. No, they're not. Nothing. When George Floyd passed away and they made all those changes, they said all the stuff. They said everything that was right. And everybody went back to business the next day, like everything was fine, and nothing changed. Absolutely nothing changed. And you know, like when people get fired.
Read what brown sugar is typing.
Oh, I know. I read it. I had already read it.
Because she's talking about what I was talking about the XES crime.
Right. But okay, so tell me this. So who bailed all these police officers out?
The police union.
Okay, see what I'm saying?
Even though they've been fired, they're still under protection of the police union because what they did happened while they were employed.
But putting them in jail didn't do anything because you put them in. You know what? They didn't even make it to jail. They didn't even do all of that. They just.
That was it, pretty much.
Yeah, they already got their fingerprint because before you become a cop, you know, you get all of that.
No, they just got an updated set of fingerprints in the mugshot. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And they walked right on out and said that they're charged with this. Do you know 2 of those officers says that they're gonna plead not guilty? They said that they're pleading not guilty.
Well, that's all on camera, so I don't know how you can plead guilty. Not guilty to something that's on camera.
And they don't
But you got the right to plead innocent and be quote unquote innocent to proven guilty. But you know, it's all right there in live in the living color on that sky cam. And then did you see how that officer tried to turn that body camera off, but it didn't turn off?
Yeah, they do. They'll try to turn it off or they'll cover it up with their hand. That's what they do.
You still hear the audio when they was talking mess about how bad they beat them up and how they were trying to get their story together.
Right. That's what I didn't like. I didn't like when one of them was like, "Yeah, he went after Mark's gun,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "What?"
Turn that camera off, but it didn't turn off.
And this tells you that they know how to make it where, you know, then when they get in front of the judge, you have to prove to the judge that you're not, you know, you're not. I've been to court against police officers and they normally win and you can even have evidence or whatever. And the judge be like, well, they've been an officer for 6 years or something. And I'd be like, but no, this is not true. But then they'd be like, okay, well, just pay the court fee. I shouldn't pay nothing because it's not so. And they go on about their business.
Situations is going after their pension. But do they still get a pension if they've been fired?
I don't think that they do. I don't think that they get a pension if they get fired. It's all depends. I don't know. Because that Chavez guy, I heard he get his pension and he's in jail on the George Floyd case.
But I think they allowed him to resign though.
Well, you see what his wife did. She hurried up and divorced him because she didn't want them to lose.
She didn't want them to have her assets.
Well, exactly. She wanted to keep the houses, the cars, and all this because then the death, you could have filed a civil lawsuit against him for the death of your loved one.
Death and all of that, yeah.
So she filed for a
I think
divorce.
she did all that before he even went to trial, didn't she?
Well, you know, the attorney told her to do it. So you tell me, why do you think that they stopped this young lad, and what do you think happened? Because I'm pretty sure when I talked to the father, I knew for a fact he didn't want us to really even bring that allegedly story up, because, and that's why I'm saying I'm glad you did, because I wasn't going to bring it up, but
Well,
I
being that was debunked from the father,
yeah.
I have no clue, and the math ain't mathing on why they were so aggressive with the guy.
Right. Why was it that if he wasn't driving reckless, why did they stop him?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You know?
It was kind of making sense, with that alleged situation.
Yeah.
But now that that's been debunked, that ain't making sense at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I just asked him. That was something I asked him, and you know, he just said no. He said that's not true.
Yeah, because now I'm flabbergasted, dumbfounded, everything else. Because, that is something that I could have wrapped my head around.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm back to I can't wrap my head around this whole situation why I had to be so aggressive. I just don't get it.
Right. I mean, there's got to be a reason.
For them to say that they had no business pulling him over in the first place.
Right. So why would you pull somebody over out of the blue that stop, put on the signal light, you get up to the car, you pull them and I'm out the car. They're like, what did I do?
You ain't even going up to the car asking for his credentials, license, registration, insurance. You just going and yanking them out the car. What? For what?
These were gonna be some bad cops. I mean, they had to go. Here's the thing, cops, and so people are just looking at these 5 black officers, and here's the thing: at the end of the day, that they can only do as much as their superior supervisor allow them to do and been doing. It's not new. See, when kids act up, it ain't a one-time thing. This has been going on for a whole year. And they've been turning their head. Other people have started coming up now. 2 people has came and said that this Scorpion group has stopped them, said that they had drugs, where they been. They just stop us and just start asking questions and saying, oh yeah, you got drugs. Where did all these drugs come in? And they like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I just walked over here or something. Dee Dee says she don't think that they worked long enough for a pension.
Yeah. And that Hillfield dude, how you make detective when you only 26?
You got to know somebody.
That's crazy.
And when he was like, I deployed my taser, he was basically telling them, look, I did what I could do to stop this kid, and he must have been doing wrong. So, these black officers is like, well, you do.
He also said, I hope they
stump his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soldier Girl says scorpions are like a gang and probably Masonic as well.
It's terrible.
So, you know, with this kid, he's 29. It's just terrible. I can't figure out why would they just stop a random car and start yanking people out the car and tasing them and stuff, you know?
I just want to send my deepest condolences to his family.
Yeah. Okay. I will definitely let them know.
This is it's terrible.
And I can't figure out for the life of me why this kid or why that car. And I guess it could be any kid or any car. Or they, like Sanja said, they've been doing it. They've been, you know, someone told me, so you're trying to figure out why, but they're probably working the streets and just stopping random people and they're profiling Black adults, thinking, especially Black men, because they're known to have drugs. Because did you hear them say, did he have any drugs? And they was like, he probably threw it when he ran. You know.
Then they would say, you know, you remember when they was standing around talking, oh, I was hitting them with all these haymakers. He must be on something. He got to be on something.
Yeah. And the whole time you're breaking his ribs, breaking his shoulder, breaking his backbone, breaking his neck, breaking his skull, because that's a fracture in the frontal lobe. That's your skull.
And they was beating him with a metal baton. Like, it was just too much.
And steel-toe boots. Kicking him with steel-toe boots.
Too much.
Yeah. Yeah. They said a few weeks. Lisa says a few weeks before this, they stopped another Black man and put a gun to his head.
Yeah, why is the detective out there on a traffic stop? Like, ain't you got detective work to be solving cases to do?
So you know, this gives the police a black eye. It really do.
Oh Lord.
But you know what's the sad thing about the whole situation is, like, we already know this stuff happens all the time. It's just with today, with all the cameras and stuff, they act like they were just invisible. Like, we've been getting away with this. They've been getting away. You know how much money they done probably took from people that probably had drugs or they planted drugs on. They're going to have to go back on everybody case that they've ever arrested. And look at this. Because these guys lie just at will. They sitting there all in agreement. Yeah, he was trying to take your gun, man. Yeah, yeah, remember when he was fighting you? And I was like, oh my God.
Oh, they having a vigil tonight.
Yeah. They haven't laid him to rest yet. And so, you know, we're just going to keep things respectful for the family.
Yeah, they supposed to have a vigil on that corner tonight.
And you know what's so sad? And this may not, other people may think one way, but I'm like, I heard the mama say that her stomach started hurting and she went in the den to tell her husband her stomach was hurting. She didn't know what it was. And she says, now I know what it was. It was the pain my son was going through.
Yeah.
They said that they were beating him like a human piñata.
Yeah, they just showed a snippet of like that sky view. That guy was positioning to get a good hit.
Mm. Yeah, I don't, you know, I'm not the boy's mom, but you know, I don't think I want to see it because then I might, you know, like go overboard trying to protect my grown kids. You know what I mean? I'm already calling them saying, "Hey, you okay?" And you know, call me if you need anything, you know.
Yeah, see, now, I don't think they realized that camera was there either.
But who was okay, if there was a camera on the pole, then why did that camera sometimes go to the dirt?
It's probably motion activated. I don't know. It's not, you know, motion tracking. It's probably motion tracking. Because I think when the camera first started, it was like up the street.
Mm. They said that this boy was only but 3 houses away from his mama's house. They was waiting for him to come to the house. They was waiting for him to come to the house. And when he showed up, they was right there to grab him. And he probably was at his mama's house or back, you know what I'm saying? And they done dragged him 2-3 houses down and was just whooping on him. I feel for the mamas. I feel for her so much. Because my son is the same age as her son. Yeah. And my son would ask that question, what did I do? You know, he would ask, what did I do? You know.
And they kept talking about, give me your hand. He was like, you got my hand. You got my hand.
That's the part. That's what I was trying to tell people this morning. Like, you know, when I was doing private investigation, but I worked for the chief of police when he retired. They teach you to say certain stuff so when other people hear what you said, you can use that for your defense in court. So they gave him 71 commands. Put your hands up, put your hands up, stop attacking, stop such and such. All these police officers telling them, stop doing this, stop doing that. 71 commands in 3 minutes. It can't be done, but at the whole time, his hands is restrained behind his back, and they're telling, and he's laying on the ground, and they're still saying, get down, get down, get down. Why are you doing this? Get down, get down. So when he has all these bruises on here, they're going to say, see, did you hear? We told him 20 times to put his hands up, but he wouldn't do it. That's a part of their tactic of getting out of their lies, getting out of trouble. You know, that's what they do. It's just like if I was a police officer and I was arresting you, and I knew that you know, I might have trouble later on or something, because you know I done been very forceful on you or whatever. I would always say, because I know the camera's rolling or they can hear, I would say, get your hands up, get your hands up. I told you to get your hands up. Why you trying to reach for my gun? Why are you trying to do it? I'm going to say all of that. Even though that you're standing there going, what are you talking about? Just shut up. Get your hand off my gun. I'm going to say those things, even though that you're not doing it. And yeah, they teach you that in training. I'm telling you, I've been through the training. They teach you that in training. Those are the things that you say when, you know what I'm saying? When you know that the operator is hearing or you're being recorded, you say those things so that later on you can say, I told them several times to get their hands up and they wouldn't. So, you know, if I ended up having to shoot you, now I've got, you know, enough evidence, me telling you several times to get your hand off my gun. And that's in the police training. I promise you it is. You can ask any police officer what I just told you. I promise you that's in their training. I was trained underneath the same thing. Yes, actually, they say, stop resisting, and why are you doing this, or get your hand off my gun. Because if they shoot you, they could say, I thought I was, I thought he was going to kill me. He was reaching for my gun. Even though that you're just standing there, just like his hands was behind his back and they was restrained. They were still telling him to get down and get your hands up and stop resisting and stop fighting us. And why'd you do this and why you do that when he's not doing nothing but laying there. So this kid did not know what he was going through. He was like, whoa,
Yeah, you barking at that 1,000,001 commands at me. How am I supposed to know,
Right.
You can't process each one.
Exactly.
And it was like at least 5 people barking a whole bunch of commands, rapid fire, like that's crazy.
And you know what sometimes they do too? What they do is they'll say those commands, and then when it's time to go to court, the video they want to show is what they're saying, and it doesn't even add up to what's happening, but they'll put it in there like that's when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like you won't hear the actual, you'll hear him saying, get your hands up and all this other stuff, but then it won't be at the time that he said, it'll be at another time. Yeah. That's why, like in the olden days, when the police will stop somebody and then they put him in the back seat or something, especially black men, they're scared that they're not even going to make it to the police department. And if they do make it, they all bruised up, black-eyed. They done beat him up. They done took him underneath the bridge and said he tried to get away and everything. So, yeah. They get angry. I don't know what makes them get so angry. And they're turning.
They go on a power trip and think they're supposed to, they go on a power trip like they die and you're supposed to, your wish is my command type crap.
Right. It's crazy. Yep. It happens. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully I'm gonna have another computer by tomorrow. I'll just go out and grab one or something. Maybe it's my computer. I don't know. It just seems like it just wants to do what it wants to do.
What is it doing?
It's not doing nothing. It's not showing anything. But
like is it like really slow, the load, or what is it doing?
It's just not showing anything.
Like it won't pull up anything or what?
Well, let me see. It's not showing what it needs to show.
Okay, Tyree Nichols' life.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, let me show it again because I can't see it.
It ain't pop up yet. Okay, Tyree Nichols' life and then skateboarding.
Oh, it just does what it wants to do.
But when you do get one, okay, we're back on here now. Okay, did anybody hear the music playing when she played the long video? Okay, thank you, CZ. Thank you, Sanji.
I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it again. Oh, it ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do it.
Try it again. Put up one that you can hear the music.
It ain't gonna. I tried it again. It didn't do it.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Well, wait a minute. You took it off. You probably got to wait. It's probably a delay of it playing.
No, I tried. Like being on the live until I can get it working right. So yeah. Yeah, it does what it wants to do. All righty. I'm gonna get off of here and I'm gonna work on it a little bit. Ain't too much I can do, but just upload another computer and see if we can get that one going.
Alrighty, it was nice talking with you.
It's nice talking with you too.
About to drop back down in the chat.
All righty.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, family. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I just don't know. I just don't know. Let me see here. Can you guys hear me? So anyway, it's just going to do what it wants to do. And we're just going to have to work on it a little bit more. We're trying. We don't know. We're just having so many YouTube difficulties. I think it's the computer. I really do. But I'm going to get on off of here, you guys. Let me see if it'll just do what it do. This is weird. It's like somebody else got control over my computer. That's what it seems like to me. And they're just having all kind of fun. That's what it seems like to me. See, I know what I did last time. I was like, I'm out. Hey, this is SP.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do you shut that computer down every day?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
Because I was going to say it probably needs to be shut down or something, but all right.
Oh, yeah. I shut it down every day.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye. It won't shut down right now. I don't know why. I'm trying to tell y'all goodbye. It will not let it shut down. I'm serious. Trying to get out of here. I even got circle